What the fuck did I just see? Wait, this is your boy, Savar Matner, coming to you live from within my office on this 27th day of December on a Friday. I didn't want to believe it. I got to give credit where credit is due. Geekdom reported on this about 3-4 months ago. For those of you that's been following my channel long enough know that my daughter goes to a prestigious school here in this area. And in that school, there is a parent whose daughter attends the same school that dabble in the Dragon Ball spirit things, that know people inside of that tight-knit anime voice acting world. He showed me renderings about 3 weeks ago. I didn't want to say anything about it because I still didn't believe it. Of course, renderings are drawings that hasn't been animated yet. And also, renderings a lot of time doesn't have the actual drawer's signature on it. Just renderings, just ideals. And I still didn't want to believe that we would be seeing a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Now, I am a Vegeta guy. And I have said many times that I hope like hell we don't see that form in Daima. Well, we got it today. Episode 12, True Strength. I don't know how to feel about it because we knew in Super he closed the gap of power, seemed like. Even though Ultra Instinct is its own thing, Ultra Ego is like the solar opposite of Ultra Instinct. Because with Ultra Ego, you take damage and you get stronger as you take damage. And that's the way Vegeta fights. He fights to take damage. If you just watch how he fights, it makes him stronger by design. For Goku likes to avoid taking damage. So Ultra Instinct is more of his forte. He's like an angel. He's the good guy, and Vegeta's more of a destructive guy. So they go hand in hand, but they're pretty much even powers. Now we can put the gap at Super Saiyan 3. Now, when did he learn this? Did he learn it while in Otherworld? or after Majin Buu? Who knows? All I know is there's a lot of shit being retconned that I'm not happy with. Let's talk about Majin Buu first. I watched Majin Buu whoop Tamigami #1. Okay? And it seemed like that all the Tamigamis, you gotta do math problems to get the Dragon Ball, so they're testing your intellect. But I watched a fat Majin Buu beat a Tamigami. Now, the first one was as strong as a Super Saiyan 2, and I thought maybe all of them was on the same wavelength. But then the Tamigami 1 fell after the Majin ate chocolate. Then we see Vegeta go Super Saiyan 2. The battle got even out. Then he got knocked into the ocean. And then he goes Super Saiyan 3. And then the battle was lopsided. If they would have did this in Super, if we would have seen Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in Super as an adult, I'd probably be like, hey, we know he got the transformation. So when it happened in Daima, you won't be surprised. When he done it, I'm like, there's no way. There is no way that they're going to give this form to him as a kid. Even when I seen the renderings, I was like, there's no way that they're going to do this. And they done it. Then the Ramos Zeno thing. Ramos, the creator of everything. I'm going to talk about that in the next video. And then we're going to talk about all this on the next upcoming live stream, because I want you guys to chime in on the panel with me about this. But that'll be the next video. Then we got that. They retconned all that. We were told Zeno was like the ultimate creator, the destroyer. And now we hearing all this shit. Here's what I want to know. Because we know that we're not getting a Goku Vegeta fusion. Guys, I hate to break it to you, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. If we get a fusion and it takes 3 people, by the way. If we get a fusion, it won't be between Goku and Vegeta. It's going to probably be against the Kais. Supreme Kai, his sisters, and brother. That's why I believe this feels more like a Supreme Kai coming out orgy party. And who's to say that it won't take place in the Supreme Kai's world? Not the world of Kai's, but the world of the Gleams, wherever the fuck they're from in Demon World. That's my assumption, right? Not going off of what I might know, might not know. But, because I don't know everything, this is just my assumption. But, this Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is interesting because now we know that this takes place between Z and Super. So now we know that Vegeta has this technique in Super, which when they gave him the Ultra Ego form and looked more like the God Destruction Beerus, right? We know now why he doesn't have the eyebrows anymore. But once again, it takes the form as a God Destruction, but now we can kind of say that, yeah, they took inspiration from that form and gave him Super Saiyan 3 and Daima, but they go hand in hand. Will we see this form at any time while Vegeta is an adult? I don't think so. Not in Super anyway, because they have God Ki. It makes no sense for them to go all out, even though Goku did it in the Tournament of Power. It makes no sense to go all out and to show that form. Okay? Is it neat that he has it? Yes. But why wait till you make him a kid to debut that fucking form? That's like a big slap to all of Vegeta fans in the fucking face. When Vegeta went against fucking Frieza, that would have been the time to reveal it. That would have been the time. Actually, Vegeta should have fought Frieza first, not Goku. And that would have been a perfect time to reveal that form. Right there. But they dropped the ball with that. And they wanted Goku, the rematch on Namek, him to go first. Then Vegeta got in second. And then, of course, he went Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan. But they dropped the ball. Matter of fact, I go back even. Since this takes place before Beerus, why not let Vegeta fight and go Super Saiyan 3? Remember, he yelled, "My God!" Because we see Goku go Super Saiyan 3 against Beerus and they do no good. But Vegeta didn't do it. So he yelled and they say he temporarily surpassed Goku in strength. Why didn't you have him go Super Saiyan 3 then? Listen, I am not happy about this. Was the episode okay? Mm-hmm. Was it as good as last week? Mm-mm. The transformation for me ruined it for me. It really did. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. If they would have left it out and just let Vegeta get the dub after Super Saiyan 2 all out, that would have been cool. But you gave him this form to go, oh wow, Vegeta can go Super Saiyan 3, oh my God. All the games we played in the past where we had Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, what was that? Sparkling Blast, Raging Blast back in the day. We knew he had it. But you had to give it to him as a kid. This episode get a 3 for me. Be lucky I ain't gonna give a fucking 0. And I would have scored it higher. I probably would have given a 5 if they wouldn't have did that with Vegeta. I'm sorry, I cannot. I'm not gonna hype this up. Vegeta went Super Saiyan 3 and the battle was just all his. And like it's more of a hybrid Super Saiyan 3. We didn't really get the long hair down like how Goku is. It was more out. And that's how it was in the renderings too. It wasn't like how Goku was. And Goku come all the way down pretty much to the back of his hamstrings. Vegeta was like straight back, kind of like fucking, what's that? Super Saiyan grade 2, grade 3. Kind of how Trunks was. It really wasn't down. It was more straight back. But everybody's different. It reminded me more of the Beerus form that he takes, the Ultra Ego form, just with yellow hair and a lot longer yellow hair. But it wasn't hype at all. Listen, I hope this is a one and done deal. I mean, Goku was happy, but we know that the gap in strength has been closed. But I pray to God this is a one-off thing. I hope we don't see that form no more in Daima. Period. Unless Goku goes Super Saiyan 3 and Vegeta goes because they're fighting like this super margin that we know we're going to get most likely. And I have a feeling that Goma is going to probably fuse himself with the margins. Just a hunch. And then I believe that in the process of all of that, we're probably going to end up getting the fusion of the Kais to trump that, since they need 3 Kais or 3 people of even strength for that to take place. So I don't see that fusion, but I can see Goku and Vegeta going Super Saiyan 3 and fighting the margins. But once again, I'm gonna reinsert this in here. Let me reiterate. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a little bit tongue tied. Maybe that tequila. Let me be clear once again. I am not happy with this. I'm not. I would rather them put I got this for my son, by the way. I would rather them put Mario in that motherfucker. Right? Well, you know, Super Mario Kart 8, right? I would rather them see Mario come in and do some crazy shit and win that fight than that. Fucking Mario crossover with the superstar, some shit. But hey, anyway, we got Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta now. I'm not hyped. I am not hyped. I cannot stress that enough. Was it cool to see? Depends on how you feel about it. I am not hyped at all. So Vegeta wins Dragon Ball. Majin Buu wins Dragon Ball. Goku and the crew got 2. What's her name? Our Marinsu, the Supreme Kai sister, and their cohort has 1. We know they getting ready to meet Goku and the crew. So I'm assuming now shit's about to thicken. And I think the next episode will probably be the season finale. And then we'll get the continuation. Because it's moving so fast. I can see them breaking this up into 2 seasons. But we're coming to the climax. We still ain't seen the Demon King of Demon Realm 2. We know the Supreme Demon King, and he's in Demon World number 1, Demon Realm number 1, and then we know the ruler of Demon World number 3. So we have yet to see the big honchos at large, but they should be coming. And I think most of that happened in the next season. I don't see them just doing this straight out all the way and just make it one big thing. They're going to break it up into seasons. So I'm assuming the next episode is going to probably be the last one. Then they go on hiatus and come back and continue with the next season. Just my assumption. I don't see it's going past 30 episodes. It's moving too quick. Goku got 2 Dragon Balls. They got 1. They need 3. Then they got, what's his name? Nevo, whatever the fuck his name is, to speak, to call on the dragon. Now, I can assume that once he does that, he's not going to wish for what Goku now want. Y'all guys remember the third eye? He's going to wish that probably for Goma. And then now you're going to have the battle of the Demon Kings, the turmoil that shouldn't have Goku them in the first fucking place. But you're going to get that probably in the next season. And then if it's a 3rd season, once again, for me, I don't think 30 episodes, but 50 would be the absolute most. But I don't see it going past 30. Because it's moving real fast. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think that fucking Namekian is going to assist Goku now. Goku now probably is going to beat Majin Buu and Majin Buu or whatever. Get the 1-star Dragon Ball. Then Neko, whatever the fuck his name is, going to call the dragon. That dragon is going to grant the wish to give Goma the 3rd eye. And then that's when you have to use the other Demon Kings, right, to go into war against Goma. And then I think that's when the Kais are going to fuse. Hell, we might get, well, no, the Demon Kings can't fuse unless there's one that we don't know about. But like I say, I see that happening, the Kais or the Demons fusing to take out Goma. Because I think Goma's going to fuse with the Kais. I mean, not the Kais, with the margins. Hell, the margins might all fuse. They could eat each other, or maybe they'll eat a bug and fuse. We're going to get one more margin, of course. And so it's going to be a fusion, but not with Goku and Vegeta, right? And then whatever side fuses, right, I think is going to be the one that wins the battle. And if Goku now fuse, it'd be the Batara fusion with Vegito. I can see that happening now. And newsflash, newsflash. And I don't know this. I knew about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta for a while, but this, newsflash, I can see a Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. Newsflash. I can see that fusion happening, to counteract the other fusion that's gonna happen. If all the margin fuse, then I can see that Vegeta happening, right? If pack it outside. Somebody like pack it outside. If the margin fuse, I see that happening. Okay. If the Kai's fuse, then I don't see the Vegeta happening. I see the Kai's going against Goma and the cohorts. If the Demon King's fuses, if Goma's the Supreme, then you know it might be one more that's a retired king. I can see them fusing to go against Goma. If that doesn't happen, I see Vegeta coming to go against either the margins fusion or Goma fusion with the margins. And of course, Vegeto's gonna win. If that happens, Vegeto's gonna fucking win. So that's my assumption. But Super Saiyan 3 fucking Vegeta. A kid. Anyway, let me talk about this Ramos guy and Zeno and give you my assumption on who I think is the supreme leader. And we'll go from there. You guys enjoyed this. Been your boy Savar Matner. I'm out, everyone. Peace.